Let me see if I can look on here. Yep, 16th at 1.
16th at 1 o'clock?
Yep.
Perfect. Cool, thank you.
And you're up and going.
Sweet, all right. It is 10 bells.
What?
What's that? All right, 10 o'clock. We are here. Weekly business meeting for the January 9th Commissioners Weekly Business Meeting. All right. Commissioner comments. Let's see, I have even though it was recorded, but it was unexpected. Kenny Erickson came in yesterday to discuss the land lease that was signed between the county and the 4-H. So there was some stuff in there that he didn't agree with. Frank also called about it too. Had to do with the water 4-H was using from the fairgrounds. Said he'd like to see some things changed in there. I reached out to the county attorney. County attorney just sent back an email that said she looks for legalities within the contract. She doesn't look at anything else. So that was all that was on that. So Kenny just wanted to discuss that. Said the fair board didn't have a chance to take a look at that one.
I said that we would look at it. That's what we're still doing. We haven't okayed that contract with them.
Oh, you're talking about the MOU?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
This one was,
No, not the MOU. The use of the use of the facilities. Contract that they have handed in here, we hadn't seen.
okay. Yep, that's the one he was talking about.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, not the MOU. I understand the MOU. I've seen it,
Sure.
but we were looking at it, but also this other contract. We were looking at it. We had never okayed it or voted on it or anything.
Sure. Okay, I think Michelle does have a copy of that.
I think she does not.
Yeah, if you guys want to take a look at it and see if we need to go back on our decision on that so we can make those changes, that's fine.
Yeah.
We're more than happy to do that, so. Yesterday at 3:30, we did a final walkthrough for the HVAC system. Or no, that wasn't yesterday, that was, that was the day before. Yep, January 7th. We did the final walkthrough with, Cushing Terrell, Action Plumbing and Daryl and us. Looks pretty good. They did a heck of a job. So, let's see. Daryl came in yesterday to discuss ceiling tiles coming down in the bathroom on the 3rd floor. Sounds like he has a plan to put in some insulation and new tiling up there. So, up in our office to talk about that. And then this morning at 9:05, Joe Waldner from East End Colony came in and talked to us about possibly building a road up there on the East End Colony. He had quite the plan. So we made a deal to go up there on the 28th of January and take a look at what he's actually looking at and talking about and see if that's something that is that we're able to do. So, yep. Did I miss any? Sure.
January 6th, 2025, approximately 11:58 a.m. Commissioners Lanier and Williams had discussion via phone with Frank English regarding putting in cemetery net posts for barriers for vehicles coming off the Border Patrol Hill going northbound, sliding across the road, taking out the fairgrounds fence, and needing to schedule a meeting with the commissioners regarding the contract for the Chuck Wagon. January 7th, 2025 at approximately 11:58 a.m. Frank English telephoned with the commissioners. Oh, sorry, that was the same thing. I just had to duplicate it for some reason. January 7th, 2025 at approximately 11:42 a.m. Clerk and Recorder Lexi Doctor came into Commissioner's office and spoke with all 3 commissioners regarding subdivision approval agreement with Steve McLean for the Rolling Hills subdivision. And then January 7th, 2025 at approximately 4:15 p.m. Randy Cloninger came into the commissioner's office and spoke with Commissioners Lanier and Williams regarding fence that had been taken down on a north side levee property.
Then I have one at January 8th at 8:30. Commissioner Strisel and Lanier had a discussion regarding Frank English's request for soil testing of the Bigger Better barn. And then also the same thing with, at 8:10 was with Commissioners Lanier and Williams on the same topic.
Cool. Covering all bases. Awesome. Thank you. Any public comments on non-agenda items? Any public comments on agenda items? Okay, for employment, we have one, Mr. How to pronounce this guy's name? William Lanier. Mr. William Lanier, elected position for the commission. Hire date was 1/2/25, starting salary $30.87. On the matrix, he is on the 2024-25 elected matrix, starting at grade 3, step 1. Signed. Budgets. We do have an expenditure transfer from the clerk or to the clerk and recorder from accounting, from the department clerk and recorder. Reason for transfer, due to the executive administrative assistant moving into the clerk and recorder's office as of December 1st. Please make the following expenditure transfers. It's basically just taking Tiffany's salary and benefits package, transferring it from the commissioners to the clerk and recorder's budget. So looks like $26,615.48, then $63.84, $52.99, $1,974.42, as well as $2,323.30. So it's just transferring from commissioner's budget to the clerk and recorder's budget. Is this a voting item? Do we want to vote on that?
No, I think you're just wanting to.
Just, okay. And that it will be a total of $31,030.03. So just being transparent with the public on that. Let you know what's going on. No abatements. Oh, that's gonna take a minute. 25. Still writing 24 on stuff. Resolutions. We do have one, the one that we tabled from last week, put on this week's agenda. This is resolution number 25-2791. A resolution by the Board of County Commissioners of Hill County, Montana, establishing 2025 holidays, mileage, and meal rates of county offices of Hill County pursuant to Montana state law. Whereas section 1-1-216 Montana Code Annotated establishes legal holidays in the state of Montana. New Year's Day, January 1st. Martin Luther King Jr. Day, January 20th. President's Day, February 17th. Memorial Day, May 26th. Independence Day, July 4th. Labor Day, September 1st. Columbus Day, October 13th. State General Election Day, November 4th. Veterans Day, November 11th. Thanksgiving Day, November 27th, and Christmas Day, December 25th. Whereas the standard mileage rate for 2025 is set for 70 cents and is active January 1st, 2025 through December 31st, 2025, as reported by the Internal Revenue Service. And if you want to see those numbers, you can visit the website at www.irs.gov, tax professionals, /standard mileage rates. And whereas employees who desire to use their personal vehicle for travel rather than a county vehicle shall be reimbursed at 48.15 cents or percent of the rate established by the IRS per section 2-18-503. The current IRS rate travel is 70 cents. Therefore, the current county rate for personal vehicles is set at 32 cents per mile. If county vehicles are unavailable at the employee's work location for required travel, mileage for personal vehicles will be reimbursed at the county or at the current full IRS rate. And whereas section 7-5-2125 MCA states the meal reimbursement rates as follows. In-state meal rates is $8.25 for the morning meal, $9.25 for the midday meal, and $16 for the evening meal. Out-of-state rates are $16 for the morning meal, $19 for the midday meal, and $28 for the evening meal. And now therefore be it hereby resolved that upon signature of this resolution, the holiday schedule, mileage, and meal rates have been set by the Board of County Commissioners for the transaction of business, and the board further resolves if a provision of this resolution conflicts with a provision of a previously adopted resolution, this resolution will prevail. This resolution and its various sections, clauses, and paragraphs are severable. If any part, sentence, clause, or phrase is adjudged by the unconstitutional or invalid, the remainder of the resolution will not be affected. This resolution will be effective immediately upon adoption in accordance with section 7-5-123 Montana Code Annotated. This board directs that this resolution be entered into the minutes and signed by the chair of the board in accordance with section 7-5-121 Montana Code Annotated. By order of the Board of Hill County Commissioners meeting in regular session this 9th day of January 2025 at Havre, Montana.
I motion to approve, resolution number 25-2791, establishing the 2025 holidays, mileage, meal rates of the county offices, Hill County, Montana, pursuant of the Montana state law.
I second that.
All right, we have a motion and a second to approve resolution number 25-2791. All in favor, say aye. All opposed, same sign. Aye, or no, sorry, I vote in the affirmative. Motion passes 3-0. All right.
Lynn will be here in a moment. We sign that.
Oh, sure. Need my, yeah, there should be a paper. No. Okay. Alrighty. We have no contracts or agreements. Policy, the board appointments. Next is our county needs. Notice of public hearing to establish the hours for the transaction of business for calendar year 2025. This is just notifying the public that notice is hereby given that the Hill County Commission will hold a hearing on Thursday, January 16th, 2025 at 9:45 a.m. in their office in the Hill County Courthouse to establish the hours for the transaction of business for calendar year 2025 pursuant to Montana Code Annotated Sections 7-4-102, 7-4-2211, 20-3-204, and 3-10-208. Excuse me. Hours for all county offices shall be established at 8:00 a.m. to 5:00 p.m. Monday through Friday, except for Saturdays and legal holidays. Interested persons are encouraged to attend the hearing and give comment. For further information, please contact the Hill County Commission, Hill County Courthouse at 315 4th Street, Havre, Montana, or our phone number is 406-265-5481. By order of the Hill County Commission, meeting in regular session this 2nd day of January 2025 at Havre, Montana. So we're just reading the second rendition of this. We read this once in, at our business meeting last week, and we're just reading it again this week. Last, we have our request for assistance letter to Bear Paw Development on behalf of the Hill County Children's Advocacy Center and the Hill County Commission. This is a letter that, for request for assistance to the Bear Paw Development Corporation at 300 Second Avenue, Havre, Montana. To Paul Tuss, Executive Director of Bear Paw Development Corporation of Northern Montana. Dear Paul Tuss, Bear Paw Development staff, and members of the Bear Paw Development Board of Directors. On behalf of the Hill County Children's Advocacy Center, the Hill County Commission is seeking assistance with applying for the Montana Board of Crime Control's Victim of Crime Act, or also known as VOCA, VOCA. Funding opportunity which closes on January 31st, 2025. The Hill County Children's Advocacy Center and Hill County Commission would greatly appreciate your support and assistance with this request. If you need further information, please feel free to contact the Hill County Attorney, Lacey Lincoln, or Mackenzie Zubach, the interim CAC Victim and Witness Coordinator. Sincerely, the Board of Hill County Commissioners. This is something that we've already signed. This is something that the county attorney's office has been doing for the last year or so now. This program was at a Bullhook Community Health Center. Bullhook isn't carrying it on anymore, so it is a vital need for our community. The county attorney's office took it over, and they're still doing that. So this VOCA funding opportunity is a really good thing for the county and for the people we serve. So we full support this wholeheartedly. Alrighty. We got an email from our auditor late last night saying that there are no claims and payroll today, so we won't have any of those. So, public comments on agenda items. Public comments on non-agenda items. Meeting adjourned, 10:17.
Record.
We're 2 minutes quicker than last week. Awesome.
You haven't heard anything